Blue Orange 22. Just a quick video today. I want to address something that MRAs seem to get asked a lot, something I get asked a lot about the men's rights movement, and something you see a lot on the internet and on the news. It's a very common misconception that seems to get repeated very often, and I kind of want to address it in this video today, and that is the connection between the men's rights movement and the incel movement. And a lot of people think that the two are the same thing, or the two are connected, and that the incel movement is part of the men's rights movement, and they're both kind of part of the same bigger thing. That's 100% not true. That is 100% false. There is zero connection between the men's rights movement and the incel movement, and in fact, I would say that not only are they unrelated, but the men's rights movement would be opposed to the incel movement. Because the incel movement does have a lot of very toxic and troubling aspects to their belief systems. And some of the things incels say do kind of go on misogyny and sexism, and that is very much against what the men's rights movement believes. The men's rights movement is 100% against sexism or discrimination of any kind, and this includes misogyny. So this would include discrimination or generalizations of women. The men's rights movement supports equality for everybody and would oppose any kind of bigotry, including misogyny. So the men's rights movement has nothing to do with incels, and in fact, the men's rights movement would even be opposed and against the incel movement. If you look at the men's rights movement and you look at who MRAs are, there are men and women, trans people, people who are married with children, people who are in relationships. Almost every kind of human being in the world is represented in the men's rights movement. The men's rights movement is a movement for everybody. And the reason why I like calling myself an MRA is because in the years I've been a part of it, I've seen overall a very kind of fair-minded, very kind of rational, very kind of moderate and balanced ideology, if you would even call it that, movement or group or whatever you want to say. When I see things online, like people trying to connect incels with MRAs, I just know that that person doesn't really understand what the men's rights movement is, and they have a misconception about what the men's rights movement is. Because the men's rights movement is not connected with the incel movement, and we would, in fact, even be against it.